Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to be heading to the end and deep mob learning it up. So I hope you guys are ready. So today we have tons to do. We need to get ourselves set up with some more deep mob learning tools. So as of right now, we have a lot of stuff going on. This is going pretty fast. We have a lot of things that are about to complete. That's going to get us some more money and things like that. We've completed blood magic, and I went ahead and completed it completely. We can go ahead and claim some of the rewards for it. Blood magic is completely done. I think the hardest thing to do is make the blood tank. I mean, we actually completed the fluid as well, but I mean, exporting this out is not that difficult. It was literally making the tank, which required just a lot of runes. A lot of runes. So yeah, and I went ahead and also upgraded and got the top tier upgrade kits for this as well. That actually didn't take too long, and the process is kind of going on behind me. And right now I'm working on making that Flux Electrum goodness, which just requires some sand. I can kind of go over that process real quick before we get started with everything else. But to make this Flux Electrum blend, you need Electrum. I basically have Electrum that is being crushed over here, right here, and it's just being fed into the back of this machine, right here. And I have redstone blocks over on this side going into here, making destabilized redstone, of course, and then this is just turning it into Electrum blend, which is awesome. And now over here, I put diamonds in here, and this is making those crystals, those flux crystals. So we'll be utilizing this today, believe me. We're also going to need a compactor. That's another machine that we are going to need. I might as well go ahead and make that. We'll add that to the list, and this is where those kits really come in handy, because I can just take one of those upgrade kits and an augment, and this thing is ready to go full blast. So we can take this, upgrade it all the way, fully throw those augments in, and say I want to take these, and I can throw, let's say, this stack in here, and it's going to turn it into plates. I can go ahead and close this off so it just stays on its own. So yeah, I'm working on Electrum stuff. That is not going to take me too long. We're actually going to utilize that today. We have a lot of stuff that is going to require that. So let's get started with what I really want to do, and that's getting the deep mob learning stuff done. We already have dabbled in deep mob learning just a little bit. So with deep mob learning, we have this deep mob learner, and we've made a few of the data models that were required. Let's see, we're missing, the only one we're missing is the wither data model. So the wither data model shouldn't be too hard, right? We need to make the wither data model, which means we need a wither head of some sort. I think we have gotten them in crates. Definitely. Let's see. Yeah, we have a couple of wither skeleton skulls, which should be enough for us to get a wither skeleton data module at this point. So let's see, we need, what do we need to complete this? Redstone stuff. So there we go, there's a redstone comparator. Oh, we already have one, so there we go. So this will get us the wither skeleton data module, right? Not the wither one, but the wither skeleton. So this should be pretty easy, right? We should be able to take this and go learn some wither skeletons. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go take this. We're going to put this actually inside of our deep mob learner. We need to put this inside, just like that. And get this thing ready. Put it in our offhand. And get our sword ready, because we are going to go kill some mobs and go to another dimension. Now, we should be fine as long as we have our base chunk loaded. Our flight should stay the same. And then I need to keep this dagger on me, because it kind of glitches out whenever you head to the nether. Your hearts, you only have 1 bar of hearts. The only way to fix it is just by, doing a bit of that. We will lose our buffs and stuff like that. So it might be a good idea to have some apples and such on you, just in case some bad stuff happens. But anyways, I'll meet you on the other side. So once you get here, I did make a little platform last time. I went ahead and set a waypoint. You can do that by hitting Y and setting a waypoint here. So now that I have a waypoint, I should be able to fly in some direction, giving this direction. So I'm going west. We need to go back east. This will take us, hopefully, we'll end up seeing a portal, or not a portal, a fortress. And yeah, we have to keep going until we catch one. Oh, there's a little rift there. So yeah, we need to just keep flying in this direction. And eventually we might hit a fortress, hopefully. And if you struggle, what you can do is go into options, video settings, and bump up your render distance, maybe to 10 to 12. Just so you can see more. And that should definitely help out a lot. Like, yeah, we want to stay away from those. You'll get pulled in if you're not careful. So here we go. Here's a fortress. Part of a fortress. What a weird fortress. Seems to be missing most of the fortress. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for, but not exactly. What a tiny little fortress. I've never seen that before. That's so weird. Here we go. This is more like it. This is a fortress. Even though we have some weird things that, like, it's cut off and things like that. I don't exactly know what's causing that. But we can set another waypoint. And just call it a fortress. And there we go. We're good to go. So, what we need to do is kill these guys. And that should help add to our list. There we go. We have a few to go. I love being able to use this sword. This sword is so good. Because we can just get rid of everything. Oh, it's perfect. So we should be able to get this thing pretty advanced with no issues whatsoever. If we just go around killing these mobs, we should be more than perfect. I just need to, just focus on the wither skeletons. And we should have no issues. Look at there. Like, this multi-effect, like this AoE, is so overpowered. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just look at this. Like, bam. We just kill this entire area. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing up to about as high as level as I can. Which shouldn't take all that long. Especially with the rate that this is going. And I'll be back. So at this point, we should be able to go ahead and set this up. I did go ahead and get it to self-aware, which is absolutely phenomenal. This thing is at the top tier, which is, like I said, self-aware. And it says right here, simulation cost is going to cost 880 RF a tick. So yeah, that's something that we'll have to look into. And we should totally have enough for... but we need to find somewhere to place this. I think over here would probably be just fine. We do have a little bit of room. I don't know. I want to have somewhere where I can automate these things. And having them over here will probably work just fine. So let's go ahead and set this down. First, I'm going to place down this one, which is the simulation chamber. And then we'll put down the loot fabricator. Now, I want to get these things automated, basically. And I think that you can do that with the loot fabricator. Both of them need power, so let's go ahead and tap them in the back. There we go. They should be filled up with power. We can put this inside our simulation, and we do need to feed it back again with that clay stuff, the polymer clay. And that is something that's EMC-able, so that should be pretty easy to do. And this is going to run a simulation. And because this is self-aware, we have a very high chance of getting the pristine matter from this. And I hope we get it on the first one. Oh, pristine producement failed. So yeah, like I said, there's a good chance we can get it. Now, I did see that we could actually speed this thing up. There is an item in here that kind of works like the acceleration wand that is called the bottle, time in a bottle. I'll just look up bottle, I guess. Probably show up better. So yeah, there is a time in a bottle that we can make. This thing I should have made a long time ago. I have made it on my streams and stuff. But if you keep it in your inventory, it'll start to accumulate time. And all you need to get this started is at least 30 seconds. And it tells you a little bit how it works. But what you can do is once you have enough time built up in here, you just right click on the block and it will accelerate it. by doubling the ticks. Look at that. We already got 2 pristine wither matter. Okay, so what you can do with this wither matter is throw it in here, like this, and then you can select which one you want. So I want the wither skulls, of course. So look at that. All we got to do is select it, and bam, we get the wither skeleton skulls. It's so fast, so crazy. And people were asking me, how do you get, since we're doing this, how do you get the nether star without doing any of the stuff that I did, like getting it in a crate? Well, this is one. We can get, I guess, nether star. Like, how do you get a nether star? You got to make this matter right here. So look at this. We can make a nether star. I just crafted one without killing the wither. Insane to do this. It works so well, though. It's absolutely insane how well that works. But that is how you can get a nether star. But today we're going to be working on killing the end dragon, which I mentioned in the beginning of the episode. So we're going to need something called a drop of evil. Or not drop of evil. Tear. Evil tear. And yeah, we needed a wither skeleton skull head for this, so I didn't want to do it without you guys. Also, the gas tears, yeah, they can be made like this. I just don't have them in my system. So there's that evil tear, right? And if we take a look, up at the top here, we have this guides book. And this kind of helps us out. If we go and we look at getting to the end, we can see this is the kind of structure that we need to build. It is a 3x3 in the center of, it looks like end stone. And then surrounding that with obsidian, and then going up a couple blocks, and then placing down this. So it tells you right here, 3x3 base, ring of obsidian, one higher. Oh, it's a 5x5 ring of obsidian, yeah. And then a single block of end stone, 5 blocks higher than the base above the center block, and place an end rod directly below this block. So we need to make an end rod. So there's an end rod. We need end stone. And we also need obsidian. All of which is super simple for us to obtain. So let's go ahead and clear out an area here. So this is where obsidian is going to go, on the outside edge. If I can place it correctly without breaking stuff. There we go. And on the bottom, we're going to get end stone down here. In a 3x3 pattern. Or, yeah, 3x3. And if this is correct, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is placed 5 blocks above. And all we got to do is place the end rod right there. And then right click it with the tier, the evil tier. And that should activate and start draining down. And look at this. It fills up and makes the portal. So this, if I was to jump in, this right here is the portal to the end. And that's how you do it. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but that is exactly how you do it. Let's go back over here, because like I said, there is a few things that I want to make. The armor that we have on is great and all. Fighting the dragon should not be an issue at all. But we need to make a bow. This is my favorite bow for fighting the dragon. Mainly for knocking out the giant beacons that you got to knock out. But we should be able to make this stuff now. Let's go ahead and see. We need this rod. There we go. And the bow. There's the Flux Infused bow. Now, this Flux Infused bow is great and all, but it does need a quiver. And the quiver is really what makes this thing shine. There we go. Alright, so these things do have hotkeys on them that I do want to use. So I'm pretty sure it's C to activate them. Awesome. And then this thing without any enchants is not the greatest thing in the world. So I might want to actually make it an enchant. So we can actually go into Britannia and grab a couple of mana pylons. All we need is 2. Don't I have any mana diamonds? I should. So we're going to make ourselves a couple of pylons and an enchantment table. I just want to throw some random enchants on this. You can take the mana pylons and literally place them next to this, and that should give you max enchants. Like this. Oh, they got to be separated. Just a little bit. There we go. That'll give you max enchants. There we go. Level 30. So let's grab some levels. Perfect. That'll give us punch. What else does it give us? Just punch. Okay. That's worth it. I'm fine with that. That's better than no enchant. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Dragon. Deep mob learning does have the ability to learn the dragon, but it requires the dragon egg. So as of right now, let's just worry about killing the dragon, and then we can worry about respawning them and putting that through our deep mob learning system. But for right now, all we got to do is kind of go in here. It is, I think it's a void. I don't remember exactly if it's a void or not. Either way, we should be able to easily take them out because we have these lovely bows, or lovely arrows, and we have this amazing sword. So, let's do this. I'm nervous. So here we are in the end dimension. It looks like this way is going to get us up. All I gotta do is make my way back up. Yep, sounds like the dragon's already mad, which is perfect. Which means we can go ahead and get these guys killed. This should be a pretty easy fight. I mean, we should not have any issues. You know, I didn't get bottles. We might need some bottles. Almost forgot about that. We do need some dragon's breath. That is something that we probably need. Okay. I think we can get some ender air by just right-clicking on the ground here. That's good. Alright, dragon. What do you got? Shoot me. Shoot me with some dragon's breath, please. Thank you. Alright, so that got us a bunch of that. I actually don't know how well this works against him. Ow, if I can even do it. Can't even get close enough to him. Is this sword just not working against him? Weird. It looks like this sword is not even working against him. Oh well, I do know what does work against him. And it only takes a few hits. And he's down for the count. Not that bad. Not that bad. Look at this. We got this guy down here thinking he's all that. All right, we got to get our heart, and we should be good. Nice. That was a quick fight. Like I said, it doesn't take too long to do that fight. Now we need to get the egg. Perfect. Let's get a torch. And we do this the old-fashioned way. And voila, we have the egg, and we can save it. Oh, it's so nice. But yeah, that's pretty much the dragon fight in a nutshell. So now that we've killed the dragon at least once, I think it's time for us to get at least 6 dragon kills and get this bad boy in the deep mob learning machine. So, for that, well, we need the Ender Dragon data model. So, to do that, bam, and we need to get ourselves a dragon egg. Now, the dragon egg actually unlocked a lot of stuff for us. We can go ahead and throw that in there, because there's a couple of quests that actually require this data model. So, let's go ahead and do this. We need to throw the data model inside the learner. There we go. And we can actually have multiple things in here at once. So another one that I want, another data model, is the wither data model. Of course, we need to make the wither data model anyways. But I would like to, actually, I don't know exactly what this is going to produce for us that is going to be that great. Yeah, nether stars, we don't really need it. We just need to do this for the quest, basically. So let's go ahead and get this one for the quest. Now, there is a reason I want the Ender Dragon, and I'll explain that here in a second. But the Wither data model, we just need that just to complete the quest. Okay. The dragon one, on the other hand, this one's super useful because getting Dragon's Breath is not EMCable. And Dragon's Breath actually has a lot of uses. One of them being in the halitosis generator and getting a rainbow generator set up, which may sound unpractical, like why do you need a rainbow generator? And I say just for the memes. I do like the rainbow generator just because it spits rainbows everywhere. But we need to go ahead and get this thing learned, so a good way to respawn the dragon, of course, is with the crystals. And that doesn't seem too bad at all to get. And this also comes from Enderman matter. That's interesting. So, yeah, we can just EMC crystals, though. So let's go ahead and do that. And I need to get a sword that will potentially kill the dragon with that, because this one's not working. It's set to slay hostile. I don't know if that's a mode that I need to change. But I know you can change the mode, I think, with the G. Must be wearing at least 1 point. So yeah, it's under slay hostile mode. Which is fine, that should be considered a hostile. But for some reason it's not working. So, what kind of sword can we use that would be really good against the dragon and also count? We only need to get the final blow because our bow, well, it does a pretty good job on its own. Maybe the Flux Infused would actually work. We can totally make that. Even give it an enchant before we go to do this. Plus, I think there's a quest for it anyways. Nope, I guess not. I guess there's not a quest. Alright, so Lapis. Throw you in there. And we get Insight and Bane of Arthropods. That is not good at all, actually. Not the greatest enchants. But, like I said, all I'm doing is getting the final blow with this thing. I think this thing can be enchanted. The quiver can. Honestly, don't know what good it would do. I think there's one that helps reduce cost, maybe. Soulbound. XP boost. That's not bad. So yeah, all of those are great. But now I got to go to the end, back and respawn this thing. We have 6 dragons to kill, and that shouldn't take too long. If you've never respawned the dragon before, I'm going to kind of take you through the ropes and show you how this actually works. But to respawn the dragon, it is super simple. And is actually vanilla, because you can do this in vanilla Minecraft. What you need to do is take the end crystals and just place them in the cardinal directions on the sides here. And once you place the last one, that will start the process that respawns the dragon. And what it'll do is it'll automatically fix all of these pieces here. And then the dragon will spawn. So I have to do this 6 times. So wish me luck. And I'll be back when it's pretty much done. Alright guys, so that's it on that one. I got the data module up to the basic. Right, so I think we are at basic right now, which means we can get those pristine, which should be fast enough. I don't know why it wouldn't. But yeah, that took just a little bit of time. I think I found a way to kind of clear these guys out faster, and that is to, while this is building, go ahead and break the cages so you can break all these faster. But this bow seemed to do the trick. I didn't even need to use a sword. This bow just worked perfect. So yeah, this bow can work. And it was weird. I only had to kill 5 dragons. I didn't have to kill 6. I guess it counted already, the one that I had already killed. I don't know, kind of weird. You can see we should have exactly 6 of these markers from each time we killed the dragon. But yeah, kind of interesting. I did enjoy doing this, so let's go ahead and get this thing in and see what we can generate with this bad boy. So here it is inside the chamber, and this will have a lower chance of producing a pristine, but I don't think we're going to need the pristine as often. So maybe having this one set aside specifically for an automation task would be perfect. And this right here, this matter, it is used for a lot of things. I mean, nothing that is like too important to me at this point, but the main thing, like I said, is later on down the line, getting this pristine stuff, which you'll see, pristine producement failed. But like I said, that stuff will produce Dragon's Breath over here, and Dragon's Breath is going to be very, very useful for us later on down the road, which I can't wait to get into. But today, I think we got a lot done. We got a lot of quests done. Look at this. We got a repeatable quest done. We got Icy 2 Coolant, of course. And then we got Pink Slime. That finished. Wow. That was our first pink slime thing that is actually finished over here. Which is pretty ridiculous, because considering the amount of pink slime that we have been producing over the last couple of episodes. I think our canola oil is getting pretty close as well to being done. So that's another good amount of money, but this one's going to be the main, like I said, repeatable quest. Also, we completed this one. And several other quests that are in here that we ended up getting. So I'm super excited. We're getting pretty close to near the end of this pack. I think soon we'll be working on the TARDIS and getting the TARDIS set up. So I hope you guys are ready for that. I am super excited for the end game of this pack, which we are getting very, very close to. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.